Hello everyone, this is Wes Cole. I'm one of the founders of the Occupiers for Obama page 2012, and I want to say that this page is not endorsed by the Occupy movement, it's not endorsed by Occupy Atlanta or Occupy Wall Street, but it's just a page that I created to encourage occupiers, basically is my main concentration, to get out and vote for Obama this election. And I'm doing that because, you know, the Occupy movement is not a political movement. It's a people movement. So as we all know, we got the November 2012 election coming up, and I just feel, you know, even though if Obama's not perfect, it's a much better choice than Romney. So that's who I am, Wes Cole. You know, again, today's date is just after midnight. It's August 29th. But I'm making this quick video blog basically because I just finished the first night of the Republican convention, and because even though I'm a liberal, I'm going to watch and see what happens, and, you know, I want to know, you know, I hate to say what my opponent is, because the fact is, I'm sometimes very hard on Republicans and the hard right wing. I usually, if we don't talk about politics and we just talk about things that humans have in common, I get along fine with them. It's when we get into politics that we have many problems, but that's kind of probably normal with a lot of people who are very, you know, I guess, opinionated, such as myself, and very strong-willed. But anyway, I just want to talk about the convention tonight. I was expecting to be blown away, and I know you're going to think, well, this is going to sound like a typical liberal response, but the fact was that I was surprisingly not blown away. I figured I was expecting a lot of energy, just a lot of enthusiasm. Now, perhaps the Hurricane Isaac might have something to do with it, I'm not sure, but when I started, you know, just watching the speakers, you know, I was just watching like the governor speak, Governor Walker. I was watching the, what's his name, Rick Santorum, the lady governor, I forget her name, you know, from I think it's South Carolina, but it seemed like really all I was getting was a lot of self-promotion going on. I wasn't really getting a agenda about what Mitt Romney's going to do as far as president goes. I heard a lot of resumes, I guess we should say, about what people have done in their lives and how they became great and, you know, this and that. And it just didn't really, I mean, where was the red meat in this first night of the convention? I saw none at all, actually. I mean, I heard no talk of how you're going to help the middle class or the poor. I heard no talk on, I mean, we've been at war for over 10 years. That wasn't even mentioned at all, you know. What about the economy? What were the solutions about helping the economy other than saying we're going to add jobs? Well, you're going to add jobs. How are you going to add jobs? I mean, you're not going to add jobs by taxing the middle class and then giving the wealthy a tax break. That certainly doesn't work. We've been doing that for the last 10 years. So, but you know, I got to say, Ann Romney, she's a sweet lady. She's an inspiring lady. She's a great woman. I think I would love her as a person, but I mean, again, her speech was just very kind and sweet, but it just wasn't, you know, it was, again, just a resume of her family and her life, and I just didn't see the inspirational of a first lady, to be quite honest with you. I saw a sweet lady, however. Now, the only speaker that I thought was the least bit impressive, and I may not agree with him on many things, would be Chris Christie, and quite honestly, I think that by not having him as your, you know, let me just put it this way, if the Koch brothers had paid him a big enough check and he had ran for president, I think y'all might have had a chance of actually winning the presidency in 2012, because Chris Christie, if I don't agree with him, at least he'll say what he means and he'll go out and do something about it, and he's not bashful and he's forceful, and I mean, you know, and I don't agree with him on a lot of things, but he's got what it takes to win votes, basically, you know, and I don't know, I just was really surprised when he was talking and, you know, and saying nice things about Mitt. Mitt just sat down while his wife stood up and clapped. And I mean, it's one thing to be humble, but I mean, you're not rallying the troops, so to speak, by sitting down. I mean, I just don't see any leadership there, you know, and I really just don't even know. I mean, I can't believe this was a convention to promote Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, and I really felt like I heard very little, if hardly anything, about either one of them at all. So I just don't really understand that, but you know, for me it's good news because it tells me that, you know, I mean, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be really hard, other than white males. I mean, the female vote, the minority vote, I mean, every vote other than, you know, really elderly and middle-aged white males, it's going to be hard for anyone to get a vote from anybody other than that, because apparently that's all that they seem to represent. I mean, if you really listen to what was talked about tonight, it was really addressing people that are already successful and wealthy. I heard nothing that would indicate that would help women or poor people or minorities, or you know, how are we going to stop doing all these wars and stuff like that? I just there was no red meat tonight. So I just want to say, if the convention doesn't get better than this for the Republicans, I can guarantee you there's no way you're going to win this election. The swing voters are not going to be impressed with what they saw tonight. So anyway, I just want to say that it's kind of good news for me. I saw some sweet people tonight, but I did not see people that can lead this country. So anyway, I'm wrapping it up now, but this is Wes Cole. I represent Occupiers for Obama 2012. I'm on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel too called The Poker Dogs 222 if you want to see some of my videos. But anyway, I do want to say, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or a liberal or none of the above, I still love all of you, and I want to be civil about this moving forward. But I really do believe that Obama has a much better plan to actually build the middle class back up from the ground up. You know, trickle down doesn't work, trickle up does work. So anyway, remember Obama 2012, and I will be doing more blogs here, or video blogs, as these things come forward. Okay, so anyway, I love you all. Peace. It's Wes Cole signing out.